I'm a personal believer that if I've got an equal look on both lanes and my competitor looks like he's somewhat lined up, I'm going to probably finish the match first, put the pressure all on him as we watch Ronnie's first ball. Can't throw it any better than that one.
Right, he starts there where he finished match play. All the...
Ronnie, Ronnie lives in Marion, Indiana, like I said, which is about an hour drive from Indianapolis. And I'm sure that his whole entire family, his wife's at home with his kids watching right here on Bowlingdigital, and they're going to root him each and every step. Even though he can't hear it, trust me, he'll get to relive it once he gets back at home.
Another 10-pin by Gruffman.
Yeah, James has the front part of the lane. Actually, he's opened up the front part of the lane, which therefore somewhat hesitates or makes his ball hesitate going through the pins. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It is in the pocket. But the full force or getting through the pins the way that he wants it to drive 10 pins back, he would have to close that front part of the lane down a little bit. Even watching him bowl the last match, he was kind of going through the same thing.
Spare for James.
Almost giving it the clap like, all right, yeah. Thankfully so.
It looked like as if Dominic Barrett was the crowd's favorite in the first. But I think that switched now, just a European thing.
Could have been.
Versus USA, like in the Ryder Cup and stuff like this. And would they bowl the Weber Cup, the bowling's version of the Ryder Cup?
Yes, exactly.
So there's a huge rivalry between Europe and the United States. And of course, everybody wants to beat a PBA pro.
Oh, well, they want to beat him, but I'll tell you what, Ronnie's not just going to lay down. As James gets up there and throws a really great shot on that left lane. If you notice the way the ball went through the pins that time, all 10 pins straight back, you can't have much more of a confident shot than watching a ball go through the pins like that. But as much as everybody wants to go out and beat a PBA pro, Ronnie, he's going to bring it. He's going to let him know, I led this tournament, and now I just got to prove it to the rest of the world for my 10 frames.
Proves you right.
Slaps a 10 out pretty convincingly on that shot there. Pretty good way to start your title match.
True, and you have seen a lot of title matches in your career.
I've seen one or two.
Yeah, but at least you won 33 of them.
Yeah, fortunately, I can say that I'm on the winning side there. I don't ever want that losing side to catch up. But that being said, every title that you have an opportunity to grasp, you want to take hold of and, I'll say, capture when the moment comes. Ronnie has a couple of second-place finishes. I believe it's 4 second-place finishes on the PBA Tour. So there's nothing more that he wants to do than win this title right here, right now.
Oh, come on. Maybe. Okay, I know it's a little bit early, but maybe there's a chance to see the 9th 300 game of the tournament in the championship match.
Anything is possible. But, I don't think...
As long as he strikes...
He's not worried about bowling 300. He's just worried about keeping his composure. He should be concentrating on his best possible shot, one frame at a time. And if he does that, more than likely, more times than not, the guy who does it best stands tall when it's all said and done. But he's clearly put the pressure right here on James early on in the match.
And here's his answer. Once again.
That was a superb shot right there.
And he looks so cool.
He does. He looks pretty confident. Just taking it all in stride. Just watch his ball go down the lane. Just goes right through the 8-9. And that's the premier shot. That's what James is going to be looking for. At least that's what he should be looking for. I would say that James attacks the lanes a little bit different from me, but you know what? He's still standing. I'm sitting out on the bench.
True. Though you bowled the highest 6-game series of the entire tournament this morning. I mean, 1565, right?
Yeah, 1560 something there.
65, I think that was, or 63. Okay. And that was great. Great bowling this morning.
Well, thank you.
Especially at that time.
it was a lot of score for my 6 games. I just wish that I could borrow an extra 100 from there and still be playing in the match play portion of the tournament.
Yeah, the format is still a bit strange for the PBA pros, right? Everything starting from scratch every round due to the buys that are given. And
yeah, it is a little different than what we go through. As James got up there, great shot for a ring in 7. He's going to try to convert the spare here. Pretty easily done.
That's better than the one you had before.
It is a little bit different format, but you know, Herbert, we bowl many different formats throughout the United States on the PBA Tour, and with the enhancement of bowling, the World Bowling Tour, the European Bowling Tour, and other significant tournaments over in the Asian area, I can tell you right now there are an unlimited amount of formats that we've all competed in. Everybody that bowled this week, all 990 some odd entries in this tournament, all had the same opportunity and knew what was lying at the other end of the table.
And some of your colleagues from the PBA Tour, they're since a couple of weeks traveling around, bowled the Sheikh Cup in Qatar, bowled the Bahrain Open, the Kuwait Open. Mika won the Bahrain Open.
Mika went straight from the Masters overseas. He's been over here in Europe ever since we bowled our telecast. He headed straight to the airport after our TV show. So, you know, he's been over here forever and a day. And basically all of us, I'll say hopefully Ronnie included in that, but basically all of us are going to go straight back to the United States, go to Indianapolis to compete in the Tournament of Champions this week.
When does it start?
Practice session is Tuesday. Tournament gets underway Wednesday morning.
Hope there will be no airline strike.
Herbert, I've had enough problems with flying over the last 2 weeks. God bless it. I hope I don't have any problems now.
9 up for Ronnie.
9 pins up.
Leaves the 10 pin that time.
Pretty good shot. Sends the head pin back across. After converting 2-4 spare there, it's 2 shots in a row that went a little bit light into the pocket.
And a messenger.
Yeah, the ball went a little bit too far down the lane when it started to make its break into the pocket, therefore coming in behind the head pin. Looks really good, really powerful with the head pin coming across the lane there, but unfortunately the entry angle was a little bit too strong, and the head pin did not have...
As anybody can see, he is in the DV8 staff.
Yes, Ronnie is definitely DV8. There's... I'll say it's pretty hard to find anybody that's more DV8 than Ronnie Russell. But Michael Machuga is all DV8, Brian Valenta's all DV8, and the newest DV8 staffer on there is actually on my side, the port side of the lane. Ryan Simonelli is a DV8 staffer as well, back in the U.S.
I saw Ryan in Japan for the DHC Cup in January. He bowled really great.
Ryan's been bowling very good this season. It's you're going to see a lot of him throughout the world for the next 15 or 20 years. James gets up there.
As if it's nothing.
Cool,
like,
calm, and collective.
Yeah.
Down by 8 pins, working on a strike.
That's always good bowling education in Sweden, Finland, Denmark, or all the Scandinavian countries, Norway. But especially in Sweden, they always produce a lot of good bowlers.
Oh my God, yes. Some of your European countries over here, they take bowling to a whole new height. You know, we have bowling obviously at a big level in the United States, but some of these countries over here, they may not be the United States, but they have bowling and they know it very, very good.
And
splashes the rack there again. It looked like he pulled up a little bit at the foul line that time, but the ball did the right thing going through the pins. And when it's all said and done, as long as they're laying down, that's what counts.
And he shows Ronnie, hey, here I am, still in the game. Double for Gruffman, the second in this game. That was really high and a lucky break for Ronnie.
Yeah,
Leaves the 4-7, could have been worse, easily worse. 4-6, 7-10 possible.
Well, fortunately, there's only 2 standing over there.
Yeah,
and
much better for us.
Yes. right through
And
the
for
heart.
him, yeah, see that.
Breaks it down and
Great slow motion by Flavio again. Cool. Easy spare
pretty
for
easily
Ronnie.
takes the spare. And still relatively close game. He's only down by 4 pins.
Yeah, but there's a lead change after the 6th frame. All in
Yeah.
a sudden,
James is up by 4, working on a double. Ronnie,
looking for his first for his first EBT title. Yeah, confused a little bit. EBT, WTBT, PBA title. Yep, there's
Ronnie
Ronnie back.
splashes him around a little bit there.
Takes a deep breath after that shot.
Yeah, all he can do is try to bowl the best he can. He's got to keep himself in the match as you watch his ball go through the pins up here and scatters them around. The biggest key right now is you don't want to give the match away.
Yeah, and still
You know.
255 possible for Ronnie.
Yeah, he's still definitely well within reach of grasping, holding on to this match. But, James has the ball in hand. He's working on a double, and right now, he's probably going to have a little something to say here for the next 2 shots. At least he hopes he does.
Let's see if the 33-time PBA champion is right. Little high.
That was a little inside that time. Obviously drifting high, leaving just the 6-pin, fortunately. So, 1-pin conversion here as we watch this ball drift a little high on our monitors.
And it brings Ronnie back in the game.
I'll tell you what, it really does, because now with James' conversion here, relatively, this should be an easy makeable spare. He's going to have 138 to Ronnie's 135. The difference, James will be working on a spare, Ronnie's working on a strike.
We haven't seen a single miss in the finals yet. There was only the split by Dominic Barrett.
I'm not going to jinx anybody anymore.
I know. That's actually, my friend Lucas Wiseman is doing this all the time. Oh, actually, the guy with the glasses in the front just moved is Bill Hartefillis. He's the founder of the Brunswick Euro Challenge, Brunswick distributor in Greece. And he hosted the first Brunswick Euro Challenge, which was won, by the way, by Britt Brunstedt, who bowled in this tournament as well. So the first couple of years it was in Thessaloniki in Greece, then moved to Paris, and now we're here in Munich, and as far as I've heard, for the next 3 or 4 years.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's an outstanding event, that's for sure. 14 or 15 squads, the Desperado squad, 990 some odd entries. I mean, it's been pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Ronnie Russell up here in the 8th frame.
Important shot for Ronnie, and it
Great
gets it done.
shot. You can't throw him any better than that one there.
True.
You watch, he gets to the foul line, he's dead solid, the ball gets off his hand, right towards his target, goes right through the heart of the pins,
And the
high
lead-
flush.
Lead changes again. Supposed you throw a 4 count or more.
Well, right now, this is the all-important foundation frame. If Ronnie Russell gets in strikes right here in the 9th frame, regardless of what James does in the 9th and 10th, Ronnie Russell can step up and take the whole title. Big shot right now.
This could be for the participation in the Tournament of Champions. And
A little bit through the break point, splashes him around. Could have gone, very easily could have gone, but leaves one standing up there.
and that makes it a thriller.
It's going to go down to the end. It's going to be a nail biter. Key right now is just
See that? How can that pin miss the 7? Excuse me.
Just some of the luck of the draw, the way that the pins mix around there.
Takes it out, and
Converts the spare pretty handily.
right now he's leading in the 7th frame by 6 pins. 184 in the 8th. Means
He's leading, but he needs a little bit of help here from James.
Yeah.
Because if James gets up and steps up, strikes in the 9th and the first ball in the 10th with a good count in the 11th, he would shut out Ronnie Russell. James knows the story. He may not have been here before, but I'll guarantee he can add up that score.
Ronnie can ball 234. Let's see what James can do. He will finish first. Both frames, 9 and that. Oh,
That is,
oh my God.
what was I just saying about giving the match to your opponent?
Bad shot
Bad shot,
on the nose.
pulled up. He went high last time on that lane.
Yes.
And this one here, it looks like he tried to help a little bit more, and, well, he helped it all right. It went right through the nose, leaving the dreaded 4-6-10 split. There have been some big splits like this made this week. No more crucial than right now in the 9th frame.
Let's see what he can do. Hard shot.
Well, missing them all on a strike is not a good idea. Just
182, so his maximum now is
his max score is 212. He could have gotten 2 pins there and possibly made Ronnie Russell get up and get a mark in the 10th frame. Now he finds himself in the enviable position. He has to strike out to force Ronnie to get 9 on the first ball. Silly things have been known to happen, but right now, Ronnie Russell just really needs to keep things under control. James has to throw 3 strikes here in the 10th. That's 1.
At least he tries.
Yep. Well, and it's like we were talking about before when Ronnie fortunately broke down that split potential
4-6.
in the 6th frame there. I mean, you don't want to give the match away. And this late in the game especially, when you look at that split he just left there in the 9th frame and missing all the extra pins because 2 counted as 4, he was on a strike. I mean, the significance, pretty much he just handed everything over to Ronnie Russell on a silver platter and said, here you go.
Is that a lack of experience or
I've seen it many
angry?
I've seen it many a times before.
Second shot. And another one.
Yeah, well, that shot was just as good as the first one there in the 10th.
Yeah, but there might be a difference. It's on the left lane. He looked pretty well on the left lane, as you see.
Well,
8th frame strike, 6th frame strike.
he's obviously lined up on that lane pretty good.
All but the falls.
Right now, the story is pretty much he wants to get them all once again. He strikes here. He has 212 as a score. Ronnie Russell needs a strike on the first ball to win or any kind of spare, provided he strikes. James must strike on this ball to put anything into the bag.
Nope.
That 8 count. That just opens the door even more for Ronnie as he finishes with 210 as a final score.
It's the same 210.
Yeah, 210 was good enough to win the last match. I don't know if it's going to be enough to win this match.
We're soon going to know.
Ronnie Russell needing 8 on the first ball to guarantee a tie. 9 or more guarantees immediate victory. And trust me when I tell you, Marion, Indiana will be going bananas should he get up here and throw this first shot really great.
Here comes Ronnie. That's it.
Ronnie Russell.
That's it. Bad news, Mr. Himmler.
Bad news, Mr. Himmler, but I'll tell you what. No holds barred for Ronnie Russell. Trust me when I tell you. He's happier than all get out right now.
He got a lot of monkeys off his back now.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Big win for DV8, too. DV8 steps up to the plate.
Okay.
Ronnie Russell brings him.
Just for the records, the strike was the winner.
Strike was the winner. 9 count was just formality. Getting the job done, filling in the frames. Spare here is 224 for Ronnie Russell.
Makes it 224 Ronnie Russell.
And that is
210 for James Gruffman. And
that is your champion right there.